You can access the source through your mind. You have the power to hack the code in the sense of understanding how to harness properly it. There is, of course, a vast multiplicity of monadic minds. Before space, before time, before the Big Bang, before the Ludus, every mind was in perfect symmetric relation to, and alignment with every other mind within the domain of source. Is this functional unity the state of monadic zero entropy? Although nominally the source remains perfect forever, it also has a phenomenal aspect directly linked to its construct, the phenomenal space-time ludus. Once the ludus is created via the Big Bang, we then have a secondary environment, asymmetric rather than symmetric. When the source generated the ludus, when asymmetry appeared everywhere, every mind was phenomenally thrown out of synthesis and out of alignment and harmony into separation, disconnection, individuality, disharmony, and entropy. In terms of being, all minds forever remain in a strict functional unity. In terms of becoming, all minds become functionally separate and independent. Nominally, the source never shatters. Phenomenally, it does. What does this mean? The source cannot shatter nominally because it is eternal and necessary and perfectly universal. It comprises basis waves and has zero entropy. When we say it shatters phenomenally, what we mean is that it generates a secondary domain, a projection of the source. This is generated by the combination of basis waves leading to an entropic, temporal and contingent domain of becoming, the space-time domain of matter, and the minds that non-locally penetrate it. It's all about particulars versus universals. Do you get it? There is an absolute domain of universals, and it produces a relative domain of particulars. The source world produces the game world. This is the only way reality can function. The source must generate the ludus. It has no choice. It is written into the mathematical architecture of the system. It's an inevitable consequence of ontological Fourier mathematics. The ludus is not physical. It just seems that way. It's of the nature of the most realistic dream possible, which is exactly what it is. If you existed within a computer game, it would seem physical, but in actuality, it's the coding that gives the game its existence. Likewise, the ludus has no independent physical existence. It's the manifestation of the source. It's the source as if it were fractured, so to speak. The source can't be fractured, but it can project another mathematical domain, that is. We can talk of two domains. One, the noumenal source, and two, the phenomenal construct, the space-time domain, a multiplicity, temporal and contingent with a temporal and frequency domain of mind interacting with the space-time domain. The phenomenal construct is the ludus, the game world, the world of particulars, absent universals. Remember, the source in itself, as pure noumenon, is never fractured. It's purely universal. The source contains the eternal, immutable, necessary basis waves. These cannot change under any circumstances, so what way can it be said that the source has fractured? The fracturing belongs only to its phenomenal projection. The source in itself is unfractured, while the source, phenomenally projected, is fractured, and the temporal relation of minds to the phenomenal construct is fractured. But the eternal aspect of minds is not fractured at all and cannot be. So a mind is both nominally eternal and unchanging, and also temporal and changing. It's Parmenidean in relation to being, and Heraclitean in relation to becoming.